Hey friends, Joe here at Reverb. This is part 2 of a lesson taking a look at some language that John Williams uses in the Jurassic Park theme. Check out part 1 if you haven't yet. Okay, melody is that same half-step motif. We're going to F and E flat. Famous melody, right? Leading up to that B flat on the third time via the leading tone there. F all the way down to B flat, and then to the color tone of A flat. Now, let's take a look at the harmony. In this case, we're in the key of B flat, so B flat is the 1. The 4 chord is E flat, okay? Now, if we sus that chord, replace the 3rd and put a 4th in there, playing the 5th, the root, and the 4th. And I really like this voicing because this is 2 4ths stacked on top of each other. Open, very cinematic. And Williams uses this kind of thing in a lot of his scores. Okay? You can infer a lot of different kind of harmony there. For now, let's use that spread voicing. So we're going from B flat. Hanging on B flat, back to the chord. This is where we're going to tag it in a different way in the piece. It kind of leads us to a build to the end of the piece, and we're going to kind of go straight to there for this lesson, okay? So the first part. Okay, second part starts the same. Now we have something different here. We're going to go. Okay, so this is just totally genius, taking this half step down and back up motif, and then positioning that on all of these different scale degrees. Starting on the root, and then down here on the 5th. Okay, same thing, just down a half step and back up, starting on F. And then on the 4th, E flat. And then on the 2nd, on C. All the way up the octave to the root. And back down to the 5th. Okay, so check that out. From the root, 5th, up the octave to the 4th, to the 2nd, up the octave to the root, to the 5th. This is a great cinematic move, again, something that Williams employs in a lot of his scores, and it just speaks to the way that he can tell a story and just continue to hook us into these characters and this storyline via a very, very simple motif. So in the harmony, does something very cool as well, and again, very simple. Okay, so now we're sussing that 1 chord again, like we did in the A section, part 1 of this lesson. So we're just going 5th, root, 4th. So staying here. 5, 1, okay? Taking a very simple, catchy hook and throwing it on these different scale degrees. And keep in mind, there are, even though it doesn't sound dissonant, there are dissonances there, especially here, starting on the 2nd. We're hitting a B natural there in the key of B flat. That's technically a dissonance, but it's provided to us in such a lush way that it doesn't sound dissonant. It sounds like we're ascending into an ending, right? it is, friends. Thanks so much for watching this lesson on John Williams' music, the Jurassic Park theme. I really love the idea of taking simple language and creating something beautiful and effective. I think it empowers us as musicians, so I hope that that's what you take away from this lesson. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.